Okay, so where did you hear the people talking?
Like right where Vic is.
Right there? You heard them outside your door here?
Yeah.
So did you have the door
Seriously,
closed?
it sounded like it was at the bottom of this staircase.
Wow.
You know? Because it was that distant but hollow.
Okay, okay. Interesting.
So that's... I sleep on this side, he sleeps on that side.
I'm having a hard time just holding straight.
Okay.
But yeah, there was definitely a conversation taking place.
Okay, interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So, can we go up here?
Yeah. I just moved Emily in this room. No.
I just felt like I passed through somebody. Yeah. Well, I just passed through somebody.
There's something that is...
Hello.
So,
This is cute.
my father was up here when he became ill.
When he became ill? Okay.
Of course, he didn't pass up here because I
Okay. He went to the
took
hospital.
him back to the hospital 3 times.
Okay.
Seen him trying to get me down the stairs.
Oh, God.
I said to Tina, I said, no.
Victor's camera just turned on.
Seriously?
Scott's holding them things.
Is he going to have fun?
So I just
This
moved
is
Emily
cute.
up here. This used to be James's room.
James, are you here?
James and Tasha's room.
Oh, man, Deanna's got to come up here. Lean against something so I don't fall over. I feel something.
Me and James got in a really bad fight up here one time.
Oh,
I mean, it was physical.
really?
And I was running trying to get away from him because I just got scared. I guess, but
Yeah.
he just didn't want me to, do mom things like call the cops or, yeah. My legs were shaking by the time I got down there.
Yeah.
I ended up crawling out the front door. That's how exhausted I was. And, I mean, pretty much we were just rumbling, wrestling. There was no, hitting or anything like that. But, anyhow, I ended up with Tasha and the dog and a baby, too.
When you're telling that story, I just had this feeling of somebody talking in my head saying that I was really sorry about that. I just got a message from James.
Oh God, what did he say?
She was telling me a story. It was really sad. He was like, I'm sorry.
You could hear him in your mind's eye.
Mm-hmm.
How do you turn this light on?
I don't know.
My camera turned off.
Yeah,
Your
you
camera
turn the
turned?
camera. We
Okay.
can't figure out how to turn
And
the
the
cameras
bell
on.
rocker going off.
If you two want to come up, or if you want to come up, whoever wants to come up, what's your son's name?
James.
Okay, I'm going to use the dowsing
Let Don
rod.
go. Don, you should go up.
Hang on a second.
And my grown-up man is...
I'm sorry, what did you say, sweetheart?
Who is it? Your grown-up man? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
who is it? Who's your grown-up
son.
man? Is he upstairs with you sometimes?
Is it James?
Your daddy is James.
Is there a grown-up man that's upstairs sometime that talks to you? What does he say?
He said, I can keep you at my house.
That's very pretty. Has he ever told you anything else? James,
Emily.
your mom has brought us here, and she wants to help you. James, sometimes I can hear people and sometimes I can't. I can feel you. growing on girl dogs. Can you talk to me, James? I'd rather you talk to me if you can. Mom would like to hear your voice again. I actually have a recorder on my chest, and you can talk to it. Can you let me know you're here?
Wow, that's an answer.
Thank you, James. Yes, I know I can help you.
Wait,
Yes, I know I can help her.
I think it's James.
Yes, I know I can. Victor's fine. He's my friend. No, he's not here to replace you or take your place. He's just helping me to communicate with you. I know you love your girl. See where it's pointing? It's pointing to you and the girl. He loves you too. He wants help for both of you. That's what I'm getting.
It's the first time she ever kind of gave us any hankering of anything strange, but she was in the bathtub and I was there with her. And the door was closed because there's no insulation in the garage under the bathtub, so I keep the door closed so that it stays nice and steamy hot in there. And the door opened.
Right.
Just a little bit.
I see there was a monster.
She said, "Papa, is that you?"
2.5 reading.
But I knew that I'd put the dog outside.
The dog couldn't do it.
And if Scott would have come home, the dog would have came inside with him. So just for sake of Scott's playing tricks on us, I called for the dog, but he didn't come.
Yeah.
The puppy. I took the puppy down to the cemetery. I took everybody Christmas morning down to the cemetery. That's their run,
Right.
individually.
Right.
So I took James' dog first.
Right.
She's got a bad CCL. Came back home. Took Colton. He had cut his paw in years prior. Got cold. Came back home. Got a little further with the puppy. Went all the way around until we got to the spot where we were going to put James.
Mm-hmm.
And the puppy went nuts. He went nuts. 50, 60 feet away from where James is going, the headstone, where the plot is, and the dog just went nuts.
Wow.
I kept walking 10 feet, he's still going nuts. Another 10 feet, still going nuts.
Wow.
There's nothing there. I could take you to that part of the cemetery, but there's no trees, there's no shadows, there's no headstone.
Wow.
There was no sticks in the snow. We had had that fresh snow
Somebody's
before
here.
Christmas,
Somebody's here.
you know?
Go ahead. Yeah.
And the dog was just going nuts. And then we got up to the gravesite,
Right.
and he did a few circles,
Yeah,
went
take
nuts a
this
little. This is a brand new puppy we just got. He just turned a year old today.
Wow.
The golden retriever.
Okay. So there's somebody here while you're talking. I can feel them. They're playing with my crown chakra.
The day before, for Christmas Eve, Emily and I were doing.
Keep talking.
We were doing a toast, a Christmas Eve toast, and she said, "For Christmas, I want my daddy to come home and see me." It was. I had to pass that on to the lawyers. So come Christmas morning, I had taken all these dogs. She was still sleeping. But when I came back from the cemetery, I said, "Emily, your daddy's here with you for Christmas. He's here."
I am a robot.
It was just really strange. And this is the dog that went nuts. So he never even knew James.
Robot.
Okay, Emily. Back downstairs. Thank you, love. James's dog. James lost his dog down in Highlands Ranch. I don't know if Sherry told you this is James's dog. She was gone in Highlands Ranch. And then James was shot and killed. And then my brother-in-law died a month later. 3 weeks. And I sat on my bed and I said, James, you gotta do something here. You gotta help me out, son. Tell that dog of yours, make that dog of yours, guide that dog of yours home. 12 hours later, 3.5 months she was gone. And Douglas County Animal Control called. They got the dog. So she's our little bit of miracle.
All right, James, if you're with us, can you please bring the rods together, make them touch on the end? I'm just going to ask you about 3 questions. If it's you, James, bring the rods together. Make them touch on the ends. Okay, what did you say the other guy's name is?
The other guy?
The other guy you said died.
My dad?
No, you said somebody died after James did.
Oh.
Who did you say that was?
My brother-in-law, Curly.
Okay, so if it's Curly, bring the rods together.
My brother-in-law died.
Curly, bring the rods together. It's Curly. There you go. Curly is present. Curly, if you would like to cross over, please push the rods one way or the other so they're not pointing straight. Point them towards your sister-in-law. There you go. You'd like to cross over. Anything you want to tell Curly?
We're all looking out for Deb. We're all taking care of her. And I'm sorry. Curly had 60 days. Went to the doctor, he had a backache, found out he had bone cancer. And he was gone before we could even plan for that future. My sister's handicapped, so he took care of her. A good love story. They never got married. Best relationship ever. They met. About a month later, my sister found out she had a brain tumor. And he stuck by her side the whole way. 33 years, I think, they were together.
All right, are you ready to cross over? If you are, bring the rods together. We'll open the hole to the other side. Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, Curly wasn't one to hang around.
Okay, Curly, if you're ready, bring the rods together and hold them together. I'm sorry, do you want James to go too? If you want James to go too, bring the rods together. There's something else he wants. What else could he possibly want?
I have no idea. My dad died too, and he was up in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So,
We have
is her
7
father
pets.
with us? If her father is with us, bring the rods together, please. Nope. Is there somebody else? There's somebody else. Make this one go that way. There's somebody else.
Hey!
No, he wants something else. I'm not clear on what it is.
James to look out for Uncle Curly.
I'm sorry, what'd you ask?
I asked if they found each other.
That means
I would take
yes.
those yes, yeah. Are you both ready to go together?
What would that mean?
I don't know. I didn't set it up. All right, if you are both ready to go together, straighten the rods back, pointing straight forward. If you're both ready to cross over together. They're ready to go.
Very good.
Are you ready?
Am I ready? Yeah, get the hell out of here. Go have a drink with Mom. Bar in heaven.
So I'd ask for the angels of light and the forces of light to come and please open up a portal to the other side. And please take James and Curly and anybody else who's ready to cross over at this time. I ask that you please be the angels of light and forces of light to close the portal to the other side. Make sure anybody on this side that's affected to be fully seated back in their bodies. Done. Okay. There was a little hesitation there, and one of them was afraid of hellfire and brimstone. I don't know which one that was. So.
Probably dreams.
So that's what I told them. There is no such thing. You get taken back to the light. You get loved and warm, and it's a wonderful thing. Not warm like we know it, but.
Or maybe it was curly.
I don't know. Somebody was resistant. So as far as I know, those three gone. They go back to the other side. They get to get cleaned up of all their earth energy, so like fear, anxiety, phobia, whatever they had, gone. They return to peace, and then they get to review their lives and decide what they're going to do next. And they do have little reprieves in there, like a recess. So when they get the recess, they can choose to come back down here, but that time they won't have the negative vibration that they had when they left. It'll be more of a light, positive energy.
Well, positive energy, yeah, rather than a fearful.
Yes.